Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is FPL Elmer, and today we're going to be going through my second FPL draft. I've done a lot of drafts on the background, but this is the second draft. I thought it looks legit, so I thought I will share it with you guys and just see my thought process of it so far. But before we get into it, if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe and also leave a like if you're enjoying the content. It really helps out the channel. So without wasting any much time, let's get straight into it. So the first player in the team is going to be Pickford. Everton have looked good in pre-season, kept 3 clean sheets in the 4 matches that they have played, and their first 4 fixtures are also looking very decent. Fulham, Aston Villa, Wolves and Sheffield. I'd expect maybe 2 clean sheets in their first 4 fixtures, which I think is more than any other keeper in that 4.5 million range. But I'm looking good defensively in pre-season. I just hope that he can able to carry that in the league. And the other player is Areola. West Ham, they have Fabianski as the alternate keeper, but since he's old right now, maybe pushed aside to the cup matches, and Areola to be given that chance to be able to be the starter for West Ham. But it's still yet to see in pre-season. David Moyes is still alternating between the both of them in each half, so we can't know for sure, but maybe we'll know in the last friendly match. But for now, Areola is there, and just hope that it's going to be the starter for West Ham, so he can bring those Danny Ward vibes from Leicester last season. And then to the defenders, we have Robertson. He's in the team. It surprised me he's on set pieces instead of Trent, which was surprising. He assisted the goal that Van Dijk scored against Bayern Munich. I thought it was Trent, but it was Robertson. 6.5 million, I think it's a cheap alternative to Trent, who's 8 million. I think Robertson give you a little bit extra to try and boost other parts of the team. So Robertson is in there for now. I'm sure they're looking shaky defensively in pre-season, but once they sign that CDM, they're looking at Lavia at the moment. I think if they get him, I think they're going to be solid defensively. Then you have Estupinan, who's the best Brighton defender. He's the best value for money from the Brighton defense. And then they have the likes of Lewis Dunk and all those guys, but Estupinan gives you that attacking power. That's why I've gone for him. They play Luton, Wolves and West Ham in their first 3 fixtures, so I think it's relatively easy for them. And I'm sure they're going to have a good performance, and I hope that Estupinan can be able to impress in those first 3 fixtures, so it can be the nailed-on player in many of our teams. And then the other player is Gabriel, the cheapest nailed-on centre-back for Arsenal. They play Forest, CP and Fulham. Forest just got destroyed 5-0, I think by Rennes or something like that from Ligue 1, and they played their first team. So it's not looking too great for them. And with Arsenal being their first fixture, I think Arsenal will keep a clean sheet. And I hope that Gabriel will be able to get an attacking return in one of those fixtures. And then you have Matty Cash there, 4.5 million. He's been impressive during pre-season. He's been performing really well. Likewise with Rico Henry, also been performing really well. 4.5 million defenders in there. You need at least 2 or 1. So I've gone for Cash and Rico Henry. This might change before the final draft is put out, but for now I've gone for Cash and Henry. Then another consideration there is Van Dijk. He's been dangerous from set pieces during pre-season, so I think he's also a good alternative. And he's the cheapest nailed-on defender for Liverpool. As I mentioned, set piece dangerous. So yeah, so you can look at him as well if you want another defender to help you guys in there. So the defense and the goalkeeper, I'm sure that looks like a strong defense. A little bit tweaks here and there as we watch those Liverpool boys, but for now, this is how the defense and the goalkeeping department is looking like. And then moving on, we can go to the midfielders. You're going to be having Mitoma in there, 6.5 million. I know you need to have a Brighton midfielder in your teams. We don't know about rotations. The Europa League is a little bit far away, so you can hope that there's not going to be a lot of rotation in the first part of the season before that comes along. So with Brighton, they have Pascal Gross and Solly March, the same price range as Mitoma. So it's just up to you to who you pick. I'm sticking with Mitoma. I think he's the most exciting one at the moment. He looks like the best one at the moment, so that's why I've gone for him. Then you have Salah. During preseason, 2 goals, 5 assists. He was not in my first draft, but now I think he's nailed on the second draft. He's just had a wonderful preseason. Liverpool cannot play without him. On that right side, he's the goal scorer for them, the assister for them. So I think Salah is nailed on. You have to have him in your teams. And let me know, if you're not having Salah, who are you going to have him? Who are you going to have instead of him? Let me know in the comments. Then we have Martinelli for 8 million, the cheapest nailed-on attacker for Arsenal at the moment. So another Gabriel Jesus is injured and going to miss, I think, the first 4 games of Arsenal. Maybe it's going to be Martinelli, Trossard, and Saka, and then that Havertz in behind somewhere there. So I think Martinelli is going to be relatively nailed on for the time being. So I think he's going to be a decent option. He's been playing well in preseason as well. So I think Martinelli is also a good player to have in your team. Then you have Eze, who was pretty impressive during preseason. So as you can notice the theme in this video, most of the players have been good during preseason, and that's why I've gone for them. So Eze as well, been good in preseason, working able to carry that form in the league as well. So he was also very good at the back end of last season when they got the new manager. So expected to carry on and for them to perform really, really well as well. Then you have Buemo, 6.5 million. He's going to be the replacement for Ivan Toney in that attacking position. He's in place as a midfielder. I think he's a player out of position as well. I think it's going to be very beneficial for most FPL managers to have him in the team. And during preseason, we have noticed he's been on pens for Brentford. I think that's another factor that you can factor in deciding Buemo over other players in Brentford. But for now, I've gone for Buemo because on penalties, been a good preseason. So I have to hope that he's going to fit those Ivan Toney boots easily. And then my other consideration there is going to be Bruno. We all know about Bruno, pens for Manchester United. United just signed a new striker, so I think he's going to have someone to aim the ball at. We have the likes of Vegas who are not performing really, really well. Martial not finishing chances that Bruno's putting on the plate for him. So maybe now with Haaland up there, then he might have someone good to aim for. With the Rashford alongside Haaland, I think it's going to be something different. I think Bruno might excel with having a recognized number 9 in the team. So that's something to look out for. So that's another consideration that I've gone for. Yeah, so that's the midfield. Looks pretty decent, full of goals and assists. We just hope it's going to perform during the season. Then as we finish the video, we're going to look at the forwards. We have Haaland, of course. I think Haaland is in most people's teams. The last time I checked, he was like 87% owned by everyone in FPL who's playing at the moment. Best striker in the league, you have to have Haaland in the team. I can't really add anything more about Haaland. Just get him in your teams and not remove him for the rest of the season unless he picks up an injury. And then the other player there is Gakpo. He's also been performing really well in pre-season. I've noticed it's going to be the Klopp is playing is going to be Gakpo at the Firmino role. Let's say the Firmino role, the centre forward role. There's going to be Salah, and it's going to be I think going to be Luis Diaz or Jota on the left. But I think Gakpo and Salah are nailed on for those attacking places. So it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to work. For now, I'm going for Gakpo because he's been playing really well in preseason. I think 2 goals and 2 assists so far in the preseason games. He's been scoring for fun. So I think he's a decent option to have in there. Of course, he was also good the back end of last season. So it's going to be interesting to see how he plays this season and how that he's going to be able to perform. And the final player on the team is going to be Mobama. Hope that's how you pronounce his name. He'll be impressive this season for West Ham. And West Ham have not paid any signings so far. They're going to lose, looking like they're going to lose Kamaka to Inter Milan. So it's going to be Mobama, Danny Ings, and Antonio. Antonio injury prone, Danny Ings also injury prone. So Mubama might get a few chances here and there, but watch out because I had the West Ham are trying to sign Balogun from Arsenal, so that's something to watch out for. But for now, I think Mubama is the best option at 4.5 million. I think he's going to be a decent 4.5 million bench enabler player who might feature in your teams. here and there, but so it's the cheapest option there. Then the other consideration is Wissa. He's been impressive in pre-season. He's been playing really well. So it's up to you to decide whether you want Mbeumo or Wissa. I think they've been playing really well, both of them. The only factor I have Mbeumo over Wissa is because Mbeumo is on penalties, and that's why I've gone for him over Wissa. So that's how the team's looking decent. Let me know how your drafts are looking like in the comments below. You can send them over on Instagram, on Twitter. The links are down in the description. So make sure you go and check me out there on so they can be able to join some fun things that I do over on Instagram. But for now, I'd like to thank you all guys for watching, and I'll see you all guys later. Bye bye.